Ay liri lari lari lari.
Ay diggy daddy daddy daddy.
Ay liri lari lari lari.
Hi diggy die.
Ay liri die.
Hi diggy die.
Ay liri die.
Hi. Hi. Hi.
Hey hey hey.
Hi diggy daddy
Lari 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 lari.
Hi diggy daddy
Lari 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 lari.
Hi diggy daddy 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 daddy. Hi diggy daddy 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 daddy. Hi diggy daddy 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 daddy. Hi diggy daddy 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 daddy. Hi diggy daddy 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 daddy. Hi diggy daddy 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 daddy. Hi diggy daddy daddy daddy.
Ay lari lari lari.
Hi diggy daddy daddy daddy.
Ay lari lari lari.
Hi diggy die.
Ay liri die.
Hi diggy die.
Ay liri die.
Hi.
Ay
Hi.
ay
Hi.
ay hey hey. Lari 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 lari.
Hi diggy daddy daddy daddy.
Lari 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 lari.
Hi diggy daddy daddy
Lari 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 lari.
Hi diggy daddy 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 daddy.
Lari 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 lari. Lari 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 lari. Lari 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 lari. Lari 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 lari. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Good Shabbos, everyone. I invite you to. I want to take a chair and to make sure that you are sitting. And I invite you to turn into Shabbos mood. I can't, even with the microphone, I can't overcome your voices. And celebrating Shabbat is a decision that we make. So the voices of the children, they are the sound of joy, in our opinion, but the voices of the adults are right now a distraction. So we are going to embrace our kids' voices, and we are going to leave behind the conversation that we were having a minute ago, and together we are going to switch into this sacred dialogue that we try to create here. And we will try to convert this evening of Friday into a Shabbos evening. So Shabbat Shalom, everyone, again. You can look at each other and say Shabbat Shalom. We are going to begin our Shabbat service lighting Shabbat candles. So we want to invite all the children under the age of 10 to come up to the bima to light Shabbat candles. And we want to invite also the mother of and the grandmother of our bar mitzvah tomorrow, Jacob's mother and grandmother. And I want also to invite Rabbi Hens Foni that's coming from Israel. So we have just some people lighting candles tonight. Yadalai, 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 yadalai. Wait a second, wait. Yadalai, yadalai. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai. Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת. Shabbat Shalom, everybody, and congratulations those that are celebrating Simchas. Brucha haba, welcome. So you want to sing?
Yes.
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bim, la 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 la, bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. A source of light and truth. Children are going to a different activity now. They already have services. Source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love. And trying to embrace this love, this feeling of love, we start our Kabbalat Shabbat singing songs from the Song of the Songs, from Shir HaShirim. Ani ledodi v'dodi li, I am my beloved, and my beloved is mine. We are on page 129. Shabbat, to open our hearts to welcome Shabbat with joy. We're on page 130 for Lechun Ranena, followed by Shiro Ladonai on page 131. Lechun Ranena Ladonai Nadia Letzor Ishenu Nekadma Nadia מחדש, שירו לאדוני, כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, עשרו מיום ליום, ישועתו, ספרו בגויים כבודו, בכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני, אומלל מאוד, נוראו, על כל אלוהים, לכל אלוהים, אלילים, באדוני שמיים עשה, עוד בהדר לפניו, עוז ותפארת במקדשו, יאללה, ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירם הים, ומלוא ינוס שדי, וכל אשר בו, Shabbat Shalom. You all know these words. Shabbat Shalom. You even can look at each other. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. On Shabbat, we dedicate a moment to recognize our internal sound, the sound of our souls, of our neshamot. We try to embrace the different sounds of our existence and to convert them into a song. We turn our Sidurim to page 134 for Zamru LaAdonai.
Zamru LaAdonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar, arihu לפני המלך אדוני, יירא ויבוא נור, דבר ויושביה, עדיין נהרות, עמך וכך אף יחד, הרים לבנינו. אף יחד ערים לבנינו, אף יחד ערים לבנינו.
Halodi is maybe the most central song to welcome Shabbat. And we have so many things that we want to welcome this Shabbat. So I'd like to invite Rabbi Hans Fonny to... Where are you going, Jacob? We need you.
He's going to get his pen.
Good. So I want to invite Rabbi Hen to introduce us to the Chadodi, and also Jacob is tomorrow coming up to the Torah. So we were talking about what can we do together. Come next to me. Sit next to me. So what can we do together? And we decided that we were going to play a little bit in Kabbalat Shabbat. So we're going to walk Jacob playing, and he might be our main guitar player in a few more months. We will work on that. And so this is a great mitzvah that you are fulfilling for the entire community. You are bringing and adding joy to Shabbat.
So Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I'm thrilled to be here. I met a few of you for lunch today and others during the days of the week. I want to just share about Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi was created in Tzfat, and the people in Tzfat used to wear white and go out to the fields and welcome Shabbat as if Shabbat was a queen, and they say, "Netze likrat Shabbat Malka." Let us go out and bring the queen in. And when she was coming back with them, they went back and start all the prayers, but they were already, elevate with spirituality and the sense of Shabbat. So this story is always inspiring me when I'm thinking about Lecha Dodi. And in my congregation, we have two things that we do during Lecha Dodi. In the fifth verse of Lecha Dodi, Hit'oreri, wake up, ki ba'orech, kumi uri, your light is come. We're thinking about somebody who need to be waken up, somebody who is in pain or in suffering. We want to dedicate this verse to him or her. And after the end, after Boi Beshalom, we're all standing up and we are dancing together. So all the room of the synagogue full of people dancing, and I would like to invite you to go through this with us too. Shabbat Shalom.
Stay with us. We're on page 138. Nekavela Lecha Dodi Lekrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekavela Shamor Besachor V'dibor Echad Ishmianu El HaMeyuchad Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad L'Shem u'Letiferet v'Letehila Lecha Dodi
Lekrat Kala B'nei
Shabbat Nekavela Likrat Shabbat Lechu V'Echad Ki Mekor HaMelacha Merosh Mikidem Nesucha Sof Ma'aseh B'Mashah B'Techila Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala B'nei Shabbat Nekavela Yada lai 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 yada lai 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 yada lai yada lai yada lai 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 Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala yada lai yada lai yada lai B'nei Shabbat Nekavela Ai lai lai Doreri Ki ba'orech Tomi ori Shir daveri Kevod Adonai Alaich nigla Lecha
לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה יללה יללה, נשבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה יללה יללה, נשבת נקבלה, לא תבושי ולא תיכני, מה תשתוכחי ולא תהמי, בכחסו אני אעמי, ונבנתה עיר עתילה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה יללה יללה, נשבה נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה יללה יללה, נשבה נקבלה,
בואי ושלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצולה, תוך אמונה סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה יללה יללה, נשבה נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה יללה יללה, נשבה נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה יללה יללה, נשבה נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה יללה יללה, נשבה נקבלה, לך דודי לקראת קלה, יללה יללה יללה, נשבה נקבלה.
I'm on my way, I promise.
You may be
I'm
seated.
coming.
You may be seated. And as we welcome Shabbat, the Queen, we will transition and we will grant Shabbat a wonderful song. We turn our Sidurim to page 140 for Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות, עלי יסוף ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בחינוך, צדיק כתמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו, עוד ינובון בשיבה, דשנים ורעננים יהיו, להגיד
page 144 to separate between Kabbalat Shabbat and Rabit Shel Shabbat, Chetzi Kaddish. To page 146. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. We are on page 148. Let's read together in English.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night, and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzebaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim.
I'm trying to focus our hearts, start to concentrate in an everlasting love. Ahavat Olam. We're on page 150.
Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Ahavta, Torah mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta. Akein Adonai Eloheinu, B'shochbei לאורך ימינו, ובהם נגה יומם ולילה.
I invite you to take just 1 second and to close your eyes. And to try to listen to the soft music. And gradually start to recognize your breath. In Hebrew, breath, neshima. Breathe in, out. In and out. Noises of the week. We try so much to find the space to breathe. The Hebrew word for soul is neshama. And while breathing, we recognize the space for our souls, for our neshamot. I invite you to take a deep breath and to become one. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people, Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, oevamo Israel. Shema, Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad. We turn our Sidorim to page 154. Let's chant together. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים אלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת, אמת אמון הכל סוד וקיים עלינו, כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו, ואנחנו ישראל עמו. We continue with a silent reading over page 156. When your children witness your presence, they praise your name in gratitude, and they accepted your sovereignty. Moshe, Miriam, and all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices with joy. Who is like you, O God? Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai. We're on page 158. Ay, lai, 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 lai. Ay, lai, lai, lai. Ay, lai, 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 lai. Ay, lai, 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 lai. Ay, lai, lai, lai. Ay, lai, 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 lai. Ay, lai, 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 lai. Ay, lai, lai, lai. Ay, lai, 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 lai. Ay, lai, 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 lai. Ay, lai, lai, lai. Ay, lai, 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 lai. מי כמוך בא אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, נורא תהילות אוסף אלה, איי 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 מלכותך רב ובנך, הוגים לפני משה מרים. זה אלינו ואמרו, אוי זה אלינו ואמרו, יאללה לי 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 איי לי לי איי לי 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 איי לי 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 איי לי 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 איי לי לי מלכותך רב ובנך, הוגים לפני משה ומרים. זה אלינו ואמרו, אוי זה אלינו ואמרו. אדוני ימלוך לעולם בהד, ונאמר כיף אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חסק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל Israel. After doing the blessing for redemption, we pray the blessing for our inner peace. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom. And we want to teach you, well, maybe to teach you for the second time, but it doesn't count. To teach you for the first time an alternative version for Ashkivenu. I see that some of you have the lyrics, right? Some of you do. So you can share with those that don't have it, and we don't have it, so I hope we remember.
I'm gonna go.
So the words are very simple. So if you see somebody behind you that doesn't have the lyrics and doesn't have very simple words, I appreciate this. This is very helpful. It's very easy, so try to sing along with us.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Ashkivenu leshalom, ve'amidenu shomrenu lechaim, ufros aleinu sufkat shlomecha. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Ashkivenu
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל בעד ירושלים. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over your people Israel, and over your holy city, Jerusalem. We turn our Sidurim to page 164 for Tfilat Amidah. And I invite you to follow the words of our tradition, but also to try to find the Tfilah Shebalev, the words of your heart. So if you need just a few moments for your personal prayer, you can close your prayer book, you can close your Sidur, close your eyes and try to open your heart. Please rise on page 164 for Tfilat Amidah. Adonai, Zefatai Tiftach, Ufi Agi Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. עדיין כדי שתהיה בשביעי, ולא שכב עוד אחרת, לא יכולו לשמוע, בעצם. לא מנהל בו דנבים אותנו, רוצה מנוחתנו, כשנו את זה. ליציאה דנאי לא יכול. מודים אנחנו לך שתר דנאי אלוהינו, ולא יבותינו ואימותינו. לישראל נחלת תעשי. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. We're on page 180. Oseh shalom bimromav, Oyaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Israel, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru, imru, Amen. Oseh shalom
ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. Yada lay 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 lay, lay 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 lay, yada lay 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 lay, yada lay 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 lay, yada lay 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 lay, lay 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 lay, yada lay 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 lay, yada lay 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 lay. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן.
At the end of Tfilat Amidah, after asking to meet each other in peace and with peace and singing Oseh Shalom, we do one more prayer for those that are dealing with illness. I invite you to turn your Siddur to page 371. And if you have somebody in your mind or in your heart who is dealing with illness in his body, soul, or somebody who is dealing with addictions and you'd like to share his or her name in this night of Shabbat, please do so.
Annette Gottheiner.
With other names in our hearts and in this space, we try to focus our energies and together elevate a prayer wishing for their recovery. We're on page 371 from Misha Berach.
Those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us sing.
We wish to all of them refuah shlema v'achlama meira, a complete and fast recovery. Shabbos. So many things happening tonight. The first one is Shabbat, so it's great to be together for Shabbat. And we have a guest rabbi, which is a very nice occasion and opportunity. And we have a guest Jewish professional and her family. This is you. You were the Jewish professional and her family, Doron and children. You can say hi. We'll introduce you. And the reason we have created this triangle is we'll talk about your bar mitzvah later, Jacob. Okay? Don't feel forgotten. Okay? That's not happening. Don't worry. So we have this triangle because we have been wondering about how to strengthen Jewish and Zionist identities, how to create a meaningful relationship between children here in the United States and children in Israel, and how to convert the state of Israel in actually friendly, familiar faces of people that we actually know, that are our friends, and to turn the idea of Israel into the idea of friendship, deep relationship, connection, people that we actually know and we care about them. And the same thing about the United States. It's time for us to understand we are the second biggest, or the first biggest, depends how you count, Jewish civilization in the world. And it's important also for Israelis, for Israeli Jews, to get to know about all these people that get together to celebrate Shabbat, that are activists in AIPAC, that sing in choirs during the week to bring joy to their communities. There's so much Jewish life in the United States. There are so many approaches to Jewish life. And we want to share also the magic and the beauty of and the inspiration of our Jewish identity. So the partnership is between a sister community in Israel, Keilat Ronan, and Rabbi Hens Foni, the Jewish Federation here in Orange County, and Temple Bet Tikva. And what we are trying to create together is an opportunity for Israeli children to come to visit the United States, to come to visit California, Southern California, North Orange County. We might go to the south a couple of times, North Orange County, and Disney is in the north, right? Yep. Good. So North Orange County, and to get to know the Jewish community here in the United States, and also for our children to get to know their fellow Jews in Israel. So we are working together and wondering how we are going to create this project, and that's it. Now, I got a paragraph, Lisa, about the Rose Project, and I can read that, and we are having this open conversation right now, and I have it in my pocket, or you can say it. What do you prefer? I read it. So, Lisa. Okay. No, my pronunciation teacher, I'm not going to say who is she, is sitting here. So this is so bad. And I didn't practice the text. So the Rose Project emerged from the need for a strong, unified local initiative to counter delegitimization taking place at the University of California, Irvine, UCI, with concern rising within the Orange County Jewish community over uncivil, anti-Israel, anti-Semitic discourse. The Rose Project Leadership Council first convened in 2018 to establish a strategic framework and comprehensive response with the goals of creating a partnership with the university that would bring about a more respectful campus environment and a robust support network for UCI's Jewish students. That's from your website. So Lisa is also the executive director of the Rose Project. It's a very important project, as you heard, and they help us to increase the Israel presence in the campuses and a positive approach to Jewish identity and to Israeli culture in the campuses, and it's a very important project that we have here in Orange County. And Lisa is also the person who is leading the Israel project or project of the Jewish Federation in Orange County. So with all that said, I will invite my colleague and friend, Rabbi Hens Foni, to deliver at Bar Torah tonight. Be very welcome. What?
Very long one.
Very long. She told me she's going to talk for 5 minutes. And that annoyed me a lot, because then you will say that, you see, you can make a really good Bar Torah in 5 minutes. So speak slowly.
So I want to start with a story that I was telling this morning to a group that I sat with about long ago when I was a little girl. I lived near my grandparents, and in the morning when my mother was busy with my young sister, my little sister, I would slip into my grandparents' kitchen, and I met my grandpa. He was standing there in prayer. He was wrapped in his talit, and I would go quickly under the talit along with him, and Grandpa was hugging me and tying my hand in the tefillin, and he was continuing to pray. I remember this experience as a unique affinity, and I want to talk about this kind of affinity in my Dvar Torah. The book of Vayikra, that also called Torat Kohanim, deals with the laws of the Mishkan, of the temple, and the work of the priests and the temple and so on. It sometimes looks very boring, I must say. But I want to pick one verse from Parashat Vayikra, that we are opening now a new book, book Vayikra, and it starts with the verse. It's the second verse actually. אדם כי יקריב מכם קורבן לאדוני מן הבהמה, מן הבקר ומן הצאן תקריבו את קורבנכם. It says, when one of you brings an offering unto God, you shall bring your offering from the cows or the sheep. But you cannot hear it in the English, but in the Hebrew there is a problem, because it starts with Adam, one person, and then takrivu, which is plural, okay? So commentators were like asking about it. Where am I? Here it is. So the Mei Shiloach, the one Hasidic commentator, dwell with this word, your offering. I mean the plural offering, and he says that that sacrifice is what one do in public. You do not do sacrifice by your own. Together, you do it together, and it teaches that when okay, thank you. And it teaches when two people come together to give a sacrifice, the intensity of the partnership rise the kedusha. Okay, if we remember. See if you can, it's very hard to do it in English, I have to say. But see if you can imagine it, that people comes together to give an offering, and each one come with their own thing. So somebody was sin, somebody was want to say thank you, or like a different thing. But they do it together, and the togetherness is lifting the kedusha, the holiness. This is the Mei Shiloach said. So although there are two people, that there are no two people that are alike, and each one stand by him or herself, there is something that draws them up, like children who become like their parents, or like students who look like their rabbi after dwelling together. So partners who come together to bring offering to God, by being together, they bring God closer. It's not only that they are being closer, they are bringing God closer to them. And it's exactly the opposite, what if you remember the story about Cain and Abel, that each one of them gave, sacrificed by separately, and even compete each other who God gonna like better, and we know what's happened later. So sometimes I feel that being together, being close to each other is a miracle. Creating an intimacy is a miracle. It's something that it's not happening every second. We have to be focused. We have to look at somebody's eyes in order to do it. We are celebrating the months of Nisan, the months of freedom, the months of holding, in Hebrew, Nisan, the word Nisan hold inside the word Nes. Nes is miracle. And we sing, we didn't sing it today, but we singing Hine ma tov u'ma na'im shevet achim gam yachad. How pleasant it is when sister and brother are dwelling together. So I want to take all this, korbanot, all this offering, all this way of being close to God, to be close to each other, and to bless us together. May we be open in this new month to see the miracle that partnership can bring with it. May we'll open to the increasing influence that comes with this partnership that we are now trying to put together. And may we increase the holiness, the kedusha, and the closeness to God, and what can God and kedusha can bring to us. So may we have Shabbat Shalom to us. Shabbat Shalom.
We'll continue our service on page 586 with Aleinu Leshabeach. Please rise as we open the ark. Aleinu Leshabeach Ladon Hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות אדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורל עלינו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו ושכינת עוזו בגובי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו וידעת היום ואשר בואתה לברך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ ועל הארץ מתחת. אין עוד ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. You may be seated. So there is a part that we usually skip in Aleinu Leshabeach, and it says, לתקן עולם במלכות שדי. Perfecting or fixing the world under God's rule. And we started a conversation with some of our teens a couple of weeks ago about how they feel that they need to perfect this world. So you want to share a couple of words? They got a message. So and we decided that we are opening the Bima to let them share this message and to invite you, right, to something.
Shabbat Shalom. My name is Ari, and this is the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade class at TBT here. We have come to terms with an issue affecting all students around America today. Unfortunately, this isn't the first or last time this will happen. As teens, we know that this should not be happening, but we need to take a stand since no one else will do it for us. There is only so much we can do with our voices. However, with your support and your voice and actions, you can help take it to the next level. With your support, together we can work to complete a common goal to end this violence and terror against kids who are afraid to go to school every day. In California, the laws to own a gun are tighter than other states, but anyone younger than 18 can still have access to a gun if they have the desire. As we mentioned, some kind of action needs to take place soon for the protection of all of us. In quotes, I find the great thing in this world is not so much where we stand as in the direction we are moving. To reach the port of heaven, we must sail sometimes with the wind and sometimes against it. But we must sail and not drift nor lie at anchor. Oliver Wendell Holmes. There have been many tragedies like this in the past. A few months ago, there was the Vegas shooting and many more. Even though the Vegas shooter was an older male, it still shows how people have easy access to guns no matter what. Last but not least, please come join us at the March for Our Lives on March 24th.
Thank you very much.
That's it.
You want to tell us what is that march?
Basically, we are going to be marching at Cal State Fullerton, and we are going to support...
In Santa Ana.
Santa Ana, never mind, wrong place. And we are going to support all the people who have been almost terrorized by these threats and actual shootings at schools.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, and יישר כוח. So, buen aplauso. We are here for the sake of Torah, and that's one of the reasons we don't clap in the synagogue. Now, so there is a interesting thing. I think this march is a great opportunity. Doesn't matter in which area of the political map you are. They're asking for two things. They're asking for conversation and for more security. And I think that we can all agree that we need to talk about this, and we can have a conversation about this, and we need to promise the security of our children. So I'll be there on the 24th, and I know that many others will be there too. It's at 2 p.m. In Centennial Park in Santa Ana, Ari. Ari? I'm talking to you. He's done. He's done. So, and I will be there, and I know that you're going to be there too. And I invite you, no matter what your position might be, to encourage this dialogue and to open this conversation. I think it's an important one. And we owe it to our society in order to better our society, as many other dialogues that we need to embrace. At this point of our service, we dedicate a moment to acknowledge dear members, dear people that we are missing tonight. So if you're doing the first 7 days of mourning, Shiva, please rise. If you're doing the first 30 days of mourning, Shloshim, please rise and tell us who you are remembering.
Sheldon Klasky, my brother.
If you are during the cycle of the first year of mourning, please rise. you have a yahrzeit this week, please rise. Now you can support our fellows while standing or sitting, joining us with your voices and your hearts for Mourners Kaddish on page 598. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה. בעלמה תברך חירותה, וימליך מלכותה, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי כל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, באמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא. ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירם בעלמה באמרו אמן. יהא שלמה רבה מן שמיה, בחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל באמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל באמרו אמן. May the memories of your dear ones be for a blessing. זיכרונם לברכה. You may be seated. So, Miriam, we are going to have Kiddush, I think, on that side today. So just going out instructions. And I invite you, Jacob, where are you? Wave. Jacob is coming up to the Torah tomorrow. He's going to be, we want to work in the clapping thing, but I know you didn't get it, it's fine. So, but we're going to dance. We are going to dance tomorrow. You are going to come for the first time up to the Torah, and you actually are going to take responsibility over the Torah reading. And you are going to carry the blessing of the Torah for the entire congregation, and the entire congregation is going to say, we trust you. We trust you. We truly trust you. We know that you have gone a long way to prepare yourself. And an interesting thing about doing your bar mitzvah when the book of Ba'ikra is starting is that the book of Ba'ikra is actually when we are done with the Mishkan, with the tabernacle. That's it. Finita la comedia. There's nothing to do after that. But then the book of Ba'ikra starts by telling us that even if you do something that is very big and very meaningful, that's the beginning of a meaningful and a deep relationship. So tomorrow you are going to set a milestone in your life, the tabernacle. But that's the beginning of a relationship that we hope will come deeper and deeper. With guitar, with singing, with prayer, with mitzvot, with gemilot chasadim, I don't know. You'll find your way. But there's a call, and you got to answer. That's the meaning of the word Ba'ikra. He will call. So we are going to conclude our service. We were about to conclude with Adon Olam, but you asked for Ine Matov U'Manaim. So we are going to conclude with Ine Matov U'Manaim, celebrating our being together. Come, Rabbi. Let's get together. We have here at TBT the custom of standing next to each other. Lisa, you want to join us too? Lisa, do you want to join us too? You can bring your family too, or they can stay there if they are too embarrassed. מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה אחים גם יחד, הנה רעתו.
שבת אחים גם יחד.
May God give us the courage to look at each other's eyes and to create sacred partnerships. אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום, שבת שלום ומבורך ליבד.
שבת שלום.
ישמרה שבת, אלי ישמרני, ישמרה שבת, אלי ישמרני, אותי לאוהב. שבת שלום, תודה רבה. שבת שלום, סליחה על אמברסמנט, שבת שלום. שבת שלום, מסכנים, הבאנו אתכם לבימה. שבת שלום. אני מצטער על מה שעשינו לך. Sake of Torah, not to recognize